Hello everyone, have a great day and welcome to our review discussions. So for today's review discussion, let's talk about circle. So circle is defined as a set of points equidistant from a fixed point called the center. So let's try to illustrate this one. So, according to this definition or concept, that a circle begins with a single point if you have to analyze the definition. So, just like for example, this one. So, this begins with a single point, and then by congesting all these points here, and then uh, until you form this figure, so we call this one as a circle. Then you may ask, why is it that the rotation or the direction of points, set of points, okay, is forming a curve? Because of this definition, part of the definition, equidistant from a fixed point called the center. So, meaning that there is already a dot here. This one is what we call the fixed point. And then, the moment that you draw a figure starting with a single point and then try to connect all these points and then this point, trying to make that this point here is equidistant, meaning the distance here is also the distance from this point up to here, and then this one and so on until you form a figure. Then the figure form here, this one, until all the points are congested, leaving no space between points. Then this figure form is what we call the center. So that's how you illustrate the concept or definition of a circle. So I hope you have now the idea, because when you were in elementary, simply circle is drawn already, and maybe the definition is just being read to you. Now, see to it that you know how to illustrate the concept of a circle. And you have now this what we call circle. So this point here is what we call the fixed point, and then this set of points here are considered equidistant from this fixed point called the center. So this a steady point here is considered the center of a circle. So which means that these points here, for example, if you consider the point here up to this fixed point, and this one up to this point, from this one up to the fixed point, then according to the concept also, equidistance, which means that the distance here between the center up to this point and this one up to this point, from the center up to the point, the distance here are equal. So for example, if you have 5 here, if this distance is 5, and then this one is also 5, and so on and so on, because of the term equidistant. So I hope you have now the complete idea or recollection on how to illustrate, how to demonstrate the concept of a circle. Okay, so second is circle is named by the letter in the center. So which means that if this is your center here, then if we use letter A, then we consider that this circle as circle A. So you got it? So whatever letter being used as capital letter used in the center, then that capital letter or this capital letter is considered the name of the circle. Or simply in symbol, in geometrical symbols, that you just have to draw a small circle with that in the center and then the letter in the center. So circle A as word or symbol, geometrical figure, circle A. So that's how you name the circle. So I hope you have now the concrete review of how to illustrate the concept of a circle. And inviting you next time, let's talk about radius and chord. Thank you so much, and please keep your reviewing, students. So that's all for today, everyone, and see you next time. We will be talking about radius and chords of a circle. Thank you and have a great day.